Hi guys. Today I'm going to talk about how to set a goal and what you need to know about achieving a goal. Mainly I'm not going to talk about how to set up goals because that's the main topic. You need a lot of time to discuss about how to set up goals. So that's a different topic, but for now I'm going to talk about how to achieve a goal. So there are certain steps that you need to follow in order to achieve a goal. So I hope this will help you to set up goals and achieve goals. So the first step is to know what the goal is. So this is very important. You might find it strange that I'm talking about you need to know the goal, but many people, they don't have goals. Unless you have a goal, you can't achieve a goal. On top of that, I need to also make sure that you understand that a goal has to have some characteristics in it. So firstly, it has to be specific. It has to be one certain thing. They call it SMART goals. Okay, so SMART, SMART. So every single letter stands for a word, which is S stands for specific. M is measurable. You should be able to measure your goals. And then achievable, you should be able to achieve them. If it's unachievable, it's not going to motivate you. And then it should be realistic, as well as it should be relevant. Okay, and then T is for time bound. You should have a time with it. So if you can't say I want to have a lot of money, so that's not a goal. It is a goal, but it's not a SMART goal. So we want you to have a SMART goal. Say for example, you want to have $100,000 or £100,000 or 100,000 rupees or whatever currency it is on by the end of this month or by the end of this year. So that is a specific goal. Okay, there is a time. You mention a time, and it's you know if it's achievable or not. So and you know if it's realistic or not. So depending on you, depending on your circumstances, you set up a goal. It could be anything. First of all, it doesn't have to be a money oriented goal. It doesn't have to be a financial goal. It can be a health goal, it can be a family goal, it can be a relationship goal, it can be anything. It can be a spiritual goal. So any sort of goal, but it has to be a SMART goal. So that is the first thing. You need to know what your goal is, what your objective is, in order for you to achieve. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he mentions the reason he was successful in becoming a world bodybuilding champion was because he knew exactly what he wanted. So when you know exactly what you want, you can focus 100% on exactly what you want, and then you can achieve it. Unless you know exactly what you want, you can't focus on it. So that's why it's very, very important. Think and grow rich. They mention this as a very, very important thing, having a clear goal. They call it the definiteness of purpose. So you know exactly what you want. And also Jim Rohn talks about it, Tony Robbins talks about it, and also Les Brown talks about it. So this is very, very, very important. Every single motivational speaker speaks about definiteness of purpose. Unless you know where you want to go, what you want to achieve, you are very, very unlikely to achieve it. I'll explain this with a really good example, and then you will understand this really, really well. So for example, think like this. You want to go somewhere. So if you want to go somewhere, well, what do you need? You need to know where you want to go, and you need to know when you want to go. That's when you can plan how to go. Otherwise you won't be able to go there. Say for example, you are in New York and you want to go to London. So if that's your plan, you need to know where you are, and you need to know where you want to go. Then you understand your circumstances, where you are now, and then you can look at options as to how to get to your destination. So it's the same with the goals. Unless you know where you are now, and unless you know where you want to go, you won't be able to go there. So that's the same thing. For example, you want to go somewhere in a bus or in your car. We'll take that as an example. So if you want to go somewhere in your car, and if you don't know how to go there, for example, you take a navigator and then you put the destination, and then it recognizes where you are, otherwise it won't be able to give you directions, and then you start going. Imagine there is a problem, or say for example there's an accident on the way. Does that mean that you come back? Does that mean that you stop? No, you take a different route because you know where to go. You find another alternative and you go there. It's the same way you achieve a goal. Okay, so when you know where you are, when you know your current circumstances, your current position, and then when you know where you want to go, you look at alternative methods. Like when you want to travel somewhere, you look at bus routes, maybe train routes, maybe how to drive, maybe even if you can walk. And then you take the best possible solution, and then you start going. That's also very important. If you want to go somewhere, you have an objective. It's a very smart objective. It's a very smart goal. But if you do not go, you're not going to get there. So you need to go. Tony Robbins mentioned this as massive action. You need to take action. If you just sit there and think, I want to go there, I love to go there, I will one day go there, you're not going to go unless you move your ass, basically. Okay? Unless you take massive action, you're not going to get there. So that's very important. You need to move. You need to take action. So that is also very important. And another thing is you need to review. You need to review. You need to see, oh, where am I now? Okay, if you're just driving without knowing where you're going, if you make a mistake, you're not going to know. But you know, okay, where am I now? Where should I go? Is this the right direction? Yes, good. So from time to time you need to look out, okay, where am I now? Am I going in the right direction? And then you proceed. You take action again. If there is a problem, oh, I have made a mistake, I've taken the wrong turn, or you need to take an alternative route and make sure you go in the right direction. So these are very important things in order for you to achieve a goal. And then finally you get there. So once you get there, you're happy you got there. Now it's time to celebrate. It's fine to celebrate. You achieved a goal. Now you should be happy. So that is how you achieve a goal. These are the steps. You need to know where you are. Your goal should be a SMART goal. It should be specific. It should be measurable. It should be achievable. It should be relevant, and it should have a time. And then you know the goal. You know where you want to go. Now it's time for you to look at options. What are the best options? What are the best solutions? How can you get there? It could be a health goal, it could be a relationship goal, it could be anything you want to achieve in life. You might have to read a few books. If you have to read books, you need to read books. You need to take action and start reading books. If you have to take a course, you have to take a course. You have to take action. Unless you take action, it's not going to happen. You might have to do something that you didn't want to do, you were scared to do, you were not comfortable doing, but you might have to do that in order to get there. That's how you change your life. If you stay in the same place, like Jim Rohn used to say, if things to change, you have to change. It's not going to change automatically unless you change. If you change, things will change for you. So that's how you achieve the goals. And then you take massive action. You're on your journey. While you're on your journey, you need to make sure you check yourself where you are now. Where have you been? Is there any gap between your planned and your route, already actual route? If there is a gap, you need to fulfill the gap. Say if you need to do something by 90 days and you're halfway through, you're 45 days into it, but you're not in where you are, where you should be at the moment, then what you need to do is you need to take some more action and accelerate the process in order to achieve it in the next 45 days. I hope this is very clear to you. And then once you get there, you need to celebrate. It could be a small goal, it doesn't matter. First of all, if you are not finding it very comfortable achieving goals, you need to set up really small goals, and then you need to start achieving them. Once you start achieving one by one, you get motivated, and that's when you increase your level of goals and make it more challenging for you, because now you know you can achieve. Now you're happy. So that's how you win the world. That's how you win your goals. I hope this helped you to achieve goals. Please try to set goals and achieve goals, and leave a comment if you have any problems, if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions. Maybe this is very basic, there might have been any problems with this. If there is any problem, you can make suggestions on here. Please leave a comment. I really appreciate if you leave any comments. It could be a good comment, it could be a bad comment, it could be a criticism. That's totally fine. I'm fine with anything. So if you leave a comment, I will try and reply to you. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe this channel for me, and share with your friends if you can, so that others can also learn something from this video. Thank you very much. You have a nice day.